Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Jessica Betancourt and I'm here with Debbie Coder, Wendy Green, and Jody Watkins. And we are so excited to share with you a little bit about RodanFields. Now, RodanFields is the anti-aging skincare line created by the same doctors who created Proactiv. Now, the doctors who created Proactiv, as you know, made that brand a multi-billion-dollar brand. And while they were cleaning up those acne-prone teenagers, the moms and dads were saying, hey, what about me? So they decided to tackle the anti-aging market. And what I know about successful business owners is if they've done it once, they'll do it again. Now, originally, they took this anti-aging line into high-end department stores and very quickly became one of the #1 top-selling skincare lines in those high-end stores. But what they found out was innovative skincare was not being purchased in that way. Even though their sales were climbing, they knew that there was a better route. So they made a conscious decision to pull out of those high-end department stores and put the products into direct selling and put it in hands of girlfriends like us. And that's what they did just about 7 years ago. Now, since that time, the growth has been tremendous. And it truly has changed the lives of so many people, including us four. And so we wanted to share with you just a little bit about why we love this company, why we love these products, why we love our team, and we want to encourage you to maybe be a part of it. So I'm going to ask Debbie to share a little bit about her story.
Yeah, and hey guys, for me, it had nothing to do with the business. I had hit my early 40s, my skin had started changing fast, and so I wanted a good product. What I had been using was cleaning my skin, but it wasn't changing my skin. Now for me, I had terrible sun damage, and so I had resorted to heavy, thick, dark foundation that I would just put all over my face every single day. In fact, I wouldn't walk to my mailbox without my makeup on. And so anyway, that's true. And so I noticed on Facebook, a friend of mine, in fact, it was a gal that I was introduced to through adoption. We were adopting our youngest child, and this gal had a little boy in the same orphanage that my little boy was in. And so we became Facebook friends. And you guys, social media is an amazing tool. And so on her Facebook post, I noticed these before and after pictures, and they caught my eye, and immediately I trusted her and them because it said doctors that created Proactiv, and so we all know that name. And so I called her one day and I just said, hey, I'm really interested in these products for my sun damage. And she said, okay, Debbie, you're going to love the products. Let me ask you something real quick though. Would you be interested in being a consultant? Have you ever thought about it? Well, I hadn't. No, I've been a stay-at-home mom for 21 years. It had not crossed my mind. But you know what? When she said consultant discount, that's when she had me. So I said, sure, sign me up. I'd love the discount. You guys, 2 days later, those products came. I started using them, and within 6 weeks, my skin had completely changed. I went from that heavy, dark foundation to no foundation at all. And y'all, that was 3 years ago. And I've been foundation free ever since. So you can imagine, I was pretty excited. I mean, that's a good feeling. And so what do we women do? What does anybody do? Even men, you read a good book, you go to a good movie, you tell your friends about it, right? That's what we do. It's just very natural. And so that's all I was doing. I was just sharing it with people. I called my sister, I called friends, and I said, hey, you've got to try these products. They are awesome. And the part that I love the most, people started asking me, Debbie, what are you doing different to your skin? So it was a natural conversation. I would just say, well, this is what I'm doing. I'm using RodanFields. These products are amazing. You guys, a month after I said yes to my friend about getting this consultant discount for these amazing products, I walked out to my mailbox, and there was my first check. And by the way, I was foundation free when I walked out.
She did it.
Yeah. And so I opened that first check, and you guys, I couldn't believe that in my first month, just naturally sharing these products with people, I had earned 4 figures. Now for me, that was a pretty big deal. My husband and I got real excited about it. In fact, I called him and I said, you're not going to believe this, but I earned 4 figures. And that's when I realized this is a gold mine. This is an amazing opportunity. I was working the business without even working the business. I didn't even know what I was doing really, but I was excited. And so I did. I just started telling people about it, and each month my checks continued to grow. You guys, within less than 2 years' time, I was able to retire my husband, and that was pretty amazing because he's been very successful in his commercial real estate career for over 25 years. And so it's changed our family's lives. We've got the freedom, time freedom, financial freedom that we never imagined. It's been a dream come true for us. So I'll pass that on to Wendy.
Well, and so Debbie called me, of course, because she loves me, because I'm her sister. And she said, you're not going to believe what I've become a part of. I'm involved with this amazing company called RodanFields. But you guys, I didn't know what a Rodan or a Fields was. I'm just telling you the truth. I couldn't say it right. I was like, a ro what? And Debbie said, no, it's this amazing skincare company. But I didn't care about skincare. That's just me being honest. I washed my face with whatever bar of soap was in the shower. I'm a musician at heart, not that they don't wash their faces, but I just didn't think skincare really made a difference. I had used various skincare products throughout the years. I had, tried different things, and I ended up with a drawer full of products that I didn't think did anything, so I just would always go back to whatever bar of soap was in the shower. So when Debbie called me to tell me, I said, Debbie, I'm a musician. I can sing these people a song, I can write a jingle for them, but I cannot sell skincare. I don't know anything about network marketing, none of that. And I said, but I am so excited that you're excited, and truly, your skin was better. And she was excited about that. But it was so much better. People were really noticing that, but I didn't have that issue. But here's what we had at our house, and Debbie knew this, and so she called me. She knew that we really needed a financial boost. You all, we were hurting financially. Now, we had inadvertently adopted 3 children from Ethiopia. We had set out to adopt 1 child, and 1 child became twins, and then twins became a call from the orphanage that said, hey, there's an older sister, what would you like to do? And so my family decided to walk in faith and adopt 3 children, and that was in 2011. And in a series of events following that adoption, 2011 and 2012 became the hardest financial years that my family has ever had. And because Debbie was aware of that, she called and she said, I just got a check for telling people about skincare products, and you should do this with me because I really think that you'd be able to do this too, and it's a lot of fun. And I said, Debbie, here's the deal. I don't really want to do that, but I'll help you out. So when Debbie would share a post on social media, I would actually share that as well and say, you guys go talk to my sister. She is having so much fun with these products. Her skin's looking great. She's making all these friends and getting a paycheck. So I was working the business. I just had no idea that I was doing such, And so finally, though, I will tell you, things went from bad to worse financially for us, and we were struggling to make ends meet. And I remember a day that I texted one of my closest friends, and I said, I am looking at $39 in my personal checkbook. I don't know what we're going to do. And it was just hard, and it was really difficult for us. And I laid in bed, and my stomach was in knots. And I remembered the story, and this is crazy, but I remember the story of the old man in the flood, where the rains are coming down, and he climbs on top of his house. And he's like crying out, please help me, save me. And a boat comes by, a helicopter. But he doesn't do anything. He ends up drowning because he chooses not, to get in the boat, not to get in the helicopter. And I felt like that was such a convicting story for me. So I called Debbie and I said, I think you're my boat, or maybe you're a helicopter, but I think there's something. I think RodanFields is the way that we're supposed to do this. And I said these words to her. I said, I don't know anything about skincare, and I don't know anything about network marketing, but I figure if you can do it, I can do it. Because I knew what I knew about myself. I knew I was coachable. And so I knew I could be taught. I didn't know if I would do it to the same extent that Debbie did, because by the time I jumped in, she was close to 5 digits monthly. So I was very impressed with your success. So I did. I thought, well, maybe I can't do it like that, but can I make enough to pay our daughter's tuition monthly for her private school, because I really wanted her to stay in that private school. You guys, by my 4th check from this company paid my daughter's private school tuition for the year. I sit here now and I can tell you that this company has changed my family's financial future in a way that has blown me away. It has blown me away. I love sharing about this company, and I now love skincare because the products actually really work, and I get excited to talk about skincare, which I had never been excited about before. But for me, the business side of this, I feel so excited to share it with you because I believe that it is potentially life-changing for anyone who would join our team and say to one of us, the consultant who brought you to this, I'm coachable and I want to learn about this company and these products because I believe that it can also change my future. One of the people that I had the privilege of talking to is one of my dear friends, Jody Watkins, and she's going to share her story.
Oh, well, you guys, this is an amazing business, and that's why we're all sitting here and sharing with you. It's just because we want you to hear the details, because you know what I've learned in 24 months of doing this business is it's not for everybody. but anyone can do it, and we are living proof of that. We all come from different backgrounds. I had no intention of doing this business. I was a cardiac nurse for years and a forensic nurse the last several years of my career, and actually just needed good skincare like Debbie. Had a lot of spots on my face. I'm 10 years older than my husband, and I did not want to look 10 years older than my husband. And so I took the time to call Wendy, and she gave me a lot of great details about this business. No inventory, and there weren't a lot of consultants, as there's still not today. But the thing that really was impressive to me as a nurse is that these were the two doctors that created Proactiv. And as I started to research that and realize that they both still have active practices out in the San Francisco Bay Area, that was impressive to me, because I thought, you know what, these doctors are not going to release products that don't work the majority of the time. So I called Wendy back and decided to join the next day. And the bottom line for us is that we really wanted to experience life differently. My husband was very successful. I was successful in both in our careers. But you know what? It wasn't about that and the money that we were making. It was about quality of life and what we felt like we were put on this earth to do. We have 4 kiddos. We have 2 biological and 2 adopted. I should stop right here and say that 3 of us have adopted. So today, Jessica's going to adopt a child. No pressure, Jess. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, but one of our biological children, has a chromosomal abnormality, similar to Down syndrome. And so my husband and myself really feel like, before we ever even found RodanFields, that we were put on this earth to provide a safe place for people to work that had a disability. And so we have always had a dream in our heart to start a dog kennel and to start a horse farm, so that we can employ the intellectually disabled. And so that's what we want to do with this business. I'm like Wendy. I use shampoo in the shower until I realized it wasn't working anymore and I needed something else. So it isn't necessarily about the skincare, but it is a vehicle that will allow you to do whatever it is that you were placed on this earth to do. And that's what we're excited about, and that's why our team is so amazing, is because we're all focused on what is it that we were called to do for somebody else, or in this life that's going to help someone. So anyway, I am excited about this business. I hope that you'll connect with one of us here. And Jessica, last but definitely not least, is going to share her story and how she got into this business.
Well, I just want to say it is truly, truly a privilege to be with these ladies, because I didn't know any of them just 2 years ago, and now I count them some of my best friends. And honestly, on our team, that's what has been so impressive, and I hear it time and time again from people who have joined this business with us, is the support that they receive and the friendships that they've made. And so it truly is an honor for me to be sitting in here, because these ladies knew each other, but I didn't know them. And I am not unlike Debbie and Jody in that I really wasn't looking for a business. I am a business owner. I started a company 8 years ago from the ground up, literally with $0 in my pocket, but an entrepreneurial spirit about me. I started that business, and in the beginning I was everything. I was customer service, I was the marketing department, I was everything. And I grew that business to we're now in 42 states, and we franchise out to other owners, and it's been very successful. So I wasn't really looking to start another business. I was looking for great skincare. Same as Debbie, a friend of mine posted something on Facebook, and I sent her a note and said, hey, whatever this wrinkle cream is, I need it. I was approaching a big birthday that I wasn't looking forward to. But she said to me the same thing, would you consider looking at being a consultant? And I said, oh, no, I am not looking to do anything else. I'm busy, I like to volunteer, I have my kids, and I have my other business, and it's enough. And so she said, well, you could get the discount, let me know what you think. So I decided to sign up with the kit and get the discount. Well, within a few weeks, people started asking me about my skin, and that had not happened in a long time, even though I was going to the dermatologist and spending tons of money on procedures and products and just not getting anywhere. So I thought, wait a minute, people are asking me about my skin. So I chatted with my husband, who I tend to say is a little bit nerdy, but we'll call him numbers guy, if you will. And he said, why don't you take this serious just for a year? So when I thought about it, I realized here are the two of the best known dermatologists in the world saying to me, Jessica, everything that you worked your butt off to do over here, we've already done for you. We have a marketing department, we have a customer service department, we have a shipping department. all those things that I had worked so hard to create over here were done for me. So what took me 8 years to build what I like to call my CEO salary over here, I was able to build that in less than 2 years over here in RodanFields.
Amazing.
So for me, it was kind of a no-brainer when I really put the scales out there and understood. And honestly, to date, I'll say the scales definitely tip in favor of RodanFields. It's been the best business decision of my life. So with that being said, I just want to encourage you to really have an open mind, have an open heart, listen to all the facts. If you haven't gotten all the facts you need to hear from this video, chat with the person that told you about the video. Get all your questions answered. I will tell you, when they made a conscious decision to go into direct selling, they decided to do it better than other direct sales companies. We don't have party requirements, we don't have inventory requirements, we really have got it made in this company. So I want you to ask the person who invited you to give you all the details before you make a decision. And I want to tell you that if you decide to join our team, you're going to love it. Because these ladies right here, and I count myself along with them, we're going to support you in a way that you're not going to find in a lot of industries. I hear it all the time. So we are excited that you have heard our video. We hope that you choose to join us. You're going to love RodanFields, and you're going to love your skin.
Yeah, and remember, if nothing changes, nothing changes.
Thanks for watching.
Bye, you guys.